Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, here we go again. Christian Keys being harassed again. All right, you guys, in case you don't know, Christian Keys, you know, actor, basically who, from my knowledge, he has a black father and a white mother, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, he took the time out to acknowledge black women on I think his Twitter account, maybe Twitter, maybe Instagram, but he sent a shout out to them, just saying that they was the real heroes, the real super women in the world, and basically, mayonnaise Becky seen that felt left out, and just like clockwork, they try to come on this channel trying to cyberbully him, cyber check him, trying to tell the man, how about all women? Trying to cyber correct him. No, women in all. And fuck y'all, man. Once again, the mayonnaise nation getting all in their feelings because they still have this mentality that when you walk in the when you walk in the room or they walk in the room, when you see them, you supposed to tip your hat and all that type of shit, like they royalty or something, or get on your knee and salute and all that type of shit. They really had that mentality, that sense of entitlement. But basically, Christian Keys basically had some heat and some ether for him. He gave him some light ether, telling them don't worry about what he's saying on his social media accounts. But this is the mentality of Becky. And this is and most of them, they have this sense of entitlement. They still have this slave master mentality, and you know why? Because they only do this to black people. They still see black people as being beneath them. They still see black people as their errand boys, their butlers, their slaves. So they feel like they have to always correct us, tell us how to react to a situation, tell us how to speak, try to correct us on some of our dialogue. We don't need no correction. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But this happens all the time. You know, uh, they are so wrapped up in their insecurities to where they feel like, oh, well, I want to be acknowledged too. Because they, like I said, they feel like they supposed to be acknowledged, you know, every step of the way, no matter how much they do or how less they do. And usually it's how less they do. They love to be acknowledged. That's part of their white supremacist mentality. If they're not acknowledged, then they feel like they're powerless. So that's the thing, though. Like I said, this is how they feel. They never do this to non-blacks. They never come on Mexican channels telling Mexicans how to be Mexican. They never go do this with Asians, telling Asians not to acknowledge Asians or tell Asians how to be Asians, but always try to do this to blacks, and we let them. And we need to start putting them in their place where they belong. We need to start checking them, putting them in check. We need to stop having these debates with them, these discussions when they say, why do you have to say black men or black fathers? Well, you don't have no problem categorizing us when you love to talk about how black fathers don't take care of their children. You don't have no problem doing that. You sure don't have no problem categorizing, saying this bullshit, corona shit is being caused and spreaded by black people. You don't have no problem categorizing black people then. You sure ain't talking that, well, all people have the coronavirus. No, you specifically talking about black people. Ether. See how this works? See how this works, people? When we acknowledge each other, they always have a problem with it. So let me get this straight. When they want to categorize us, then it's good. But when we want to, when we want to categorize and acknowledge each other and give each other dabs and props, then all of a sudden, then you want to say we should say all people. Well, you don't say all people when it comes to crimes and because you love to say what a black dude do, what type of crime a black dude commit. Yeah. That's what I thought. Shut the fuck up. But shout out to, Christian Keys for, ethering, those mayonnaise nation Beckys that came on there trying to tell him, what to say and trying to correct him. That's just real talk. But like I told you, they have a weak mental psyche. And they feel like if they're not being acknowledged, they feel like something's wrong in the world, or you know what I'm saying? They just feel like something is not right because it's part of their psyche. Their conditioning to believe that black people in particularly are beneath them and that they're superior when really they're not. But getting back to Christian Keys, this is not the first time he's been harassed on social media. Keep in mind, I think back in 2018 or maybe early 2019, excuse me. Basically, Christian Keys was getting harassed on his social media accounts. Basically getting harassed by, I guess, openly gay men, and they were hitting on him and harassing him. And then when he says, hey, I don't swing that way, but you do you, they had the audacity to call this man homophobic. So if a man say he openly straight and say, hey, I'm not into that, that make him homophobic. That don't make no kind of sense. But of course, the alphabet people want an excuse to harass him and drag his name through the mud. Which he should, he sort of lightweight apologized, which he didn't have nothing to apologize for. Real talk. So here we have this new situation where he can't even acknowledge black people, and particularly black women in peace, without somebody trying to correct him. Like Ice Cube say, back up, genius. I don't need you to correct my broken English. Like I said, who the fuck are you to tell black people how to react and how to think, how to walk, breathe, eat, and shit? Get out of your fucking feelings. Get out of your white superiority complex. But it just goes to show you the weak mental psyche that they have. Why would you even be bothered by him acknowledging black women? Why do you feel like you have to be part of everything? Why do y'all feel like y'all have to be part of every equation? Why do you have to feel like you need to be part of everybody's bottom line? For real. Where do you get this sense of entitlement that everybody have to include you in a conversation? Like it's all about you. If that man want to give praise to black women, he have every right to. And he shouldn't be made to feel guilty. Seemed to me like y'all the ones that had a real guilt complex. Seemed like y'all had a real low self-esteem. Because you love wondering and trying to see what we doing. Always trolling. This is what I'm saying. Forever trolling black channels. Forever trolling black social media pages. Like I said. But as soon as you put them in a place, then they trying to villainize you. Then get out of here, man. Fuck that shit. But once again, man, shout out to the brother, you know what I'm saying, Christian Keys. Hey, ladies, and some of the brothers, because you show him some love for acknowledging the sisters and shit. Go to his social media account and tell him that Town Biz said salute. Keep doing what he doing. Don't let nobody intimidate him. Real talk. I'm out.